Top 10 bizarre sleep disorders. Number 10. Sleep bruxism. More commonly known as teeth grinding, sleep bruxism is when someone, while sleeping, is known to clench or grind their teeth together. Many say that it is caused by stress, tension, anxiety, suppressed anger, or something as simple as a misalignment of the teeth. Simple treatments are given to correct the problem generally, such as a mouthguard or therapy. Though the condition doesn't seem very serious, in many cases, sleep bruxism can become an issue. If the bruxism carries on for too long, it can lead to jaw disorders, damaged teeth, headaches, and other problems. Number 9. Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a very serious condition marked by the stopping and starting of breathing during the night. It is said the condition elevates the risk for a stroke. Doctors say that loud snoring or waking up and feeling tired even after a long night's rest may be indicators of sleep apnea. There are two main types of sleep apnea: obstructive, which is when the throat muscles relax and the airways narrow or close, and central sleep apnea, which is when the brain fails to send messages to the breathing muscles. Sleep apnea can be due to excess weight, high blood pressure, smoking, or a history of the disorder. Number 8. Somnambulism. Better known as sleepwalking, somnambulism is said to be a pretty harmless condition that many people grow out of over time. However, it can be serious in some cases, as those who sleepwalk generally do daily tasks, so a sleepwalker could easily get into a car and drive. It is said that 15% of children between the ages of 8 and 12 experience sleepwalking. Many times the person who sleepwalks will not remember it, but wake up with glassy eyes or speaking clumsily. Sleepwalking is usually caused by an underlying problem, such as seizures, sleep apnea, PTSD, or arrhythmias, and is therefore not treated. Instead, the cause of sleepwalking becomes the main focus. Number 7. Narcolepsy. We've all been tired during the day at some point in time, but people with narcolepsy are generally extremely tired during the day and will often experience sudden sleep spells. Narcolepsy can be extremely serious, but there is still no known cure. 1 out of every 2,000 people is said to have narcolepsy. Plenty of treatments exist, but none fully get rid of the condition. Doctors believe that brain chemicals, notably hypocretin, play a large role in narcolepsy. Generally, these cells are excessively damaged, which causes disruptions to sleep patterns, as hypocretin is known to regulate the REM-sleep cycle as well as staying awake. However, no one knows why these cells are damaged or how they become damaged. Number 6. Restless legs syndrome, RLS. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, is classified by a strong and urgent need to move the legs. This urge is said to be extremely hard to resist, as there are often uneasy feelings felt inside the legs. Some say it's a prickling sensation, while others say it's more of a tingling feeling. In any case, the sensations can be painful, which makes sitting or lying down hard for those with RLS. RLS is a sleep disorder because the condition is said to get worse at night and then eases off in the morning, and it causes disruptions to normal sleeping patterns. It is said that 5 to 10% of people in the US and Northern Europe will experience RLS. Number 5. Hypersomnia. Hypersomnia is a very rare sleeping disorder that is said to affect only 200 people in the world today. The disorder is made up of periods of severe sleepiness. These periods of sleep can last for up to 18 hours a day and can go on for days and even weeks. It is said, though, that only about 10 attacks occur per year. Before a person is hit with a hypersomnic attack, there are usually flu-like symptoms present and a long-lasting headache. The attack itself can cause a person to gain weight and sweat profusely. Klein-Levin syndrome is marked by hypersomnia with an odd behavior during the attacks, such as binge eating, aggression, confusion, hallucinations, and hypersexuality. There is also menstrual-related hypersomnia, which is said to be caused by hormonal imbalances. Number 4. REM-sleep behavior disorder. REM-sleep behavior disorder, RBD, is classified under the sleep disorder category of parasomnia. A parasomnia is where undesired events occur while sleeping. This disorder is said to cause people to act out an extremely vivid dream while sleeping. RBD is usually confused with sleepwalking, sleep terrors, as well as sleep talking. A lot of the time these dreams are full of action and sometimes violent. RBD is marked by swearing, shouting, flailing, kicking, and doing actions as if someone is fighting. If not treated, RBD can get worse and more violent. The disorder is mainly seen in men that are suffering from multiple system atrophy or Parkinson's. Number 3. Exploding head syndrome. Exploding head syndrome is another parasomnia that causes the person to hear a loud noise just before falling asleep. Though it sounds like something you'd see in a movie, the disorder is real and often occurs while waking up in the middle of the night. Many times the sound reflects the sound of a bomb exploding or a loud banging noise. These sounds cause a lot of distress and often disturb sleep. Not many cases of the disorder are reported, but patients as young as 10 have been diagnosed with it. Number 2. Sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is marked by the ability to not move the body when falling asleep or when waking up from sleeping. When sleeping, the body experiences atonia, which is when the body is told to relax and be still. However, in sleep paralysis, atonia occurs when waking up or falling asleep instead of during sleep. In some cases, people cannot move or even speak, but they are fully aware of what is going on. Sleep paralysis can last for several minutes, but usually goes away on its own. Some believe that the problem is common, saying up to 40% of the population experiences the disorder. Number 1. Non-24-hour sleep-wake syndrome. Non-24-hour sleep-wake syndrome is one of the rarest sleep disorders doctors have ever come across. As humans, we have a circadian rhythm that is said to roughly correlate with the 24 hours in the day. Of course, there are variances from person to person, but usually people have a circadian rhythm of about 24 to 25 hours. However, people with this disorder do not have stable body clocks. Instead, the rhythm becomes delayed and set on 26 hours or longer. Some people even have 72-hour cycles as a regular daily pattern. Someone with the 72-hour cycle would be awake for 48 hours, and those with a 26-hour cycle will usually be awake for about 16. Generally, people with the disorder sleep for about 2 hours longer compared to normal wake time. Those who are blind often suffer from non-24-hour sleep-wake syndrome.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button in the top right. Our channel has loads of other awesome videos just like this.